All right, everybody. Welcome back to another week of the Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. We're coming straight off the fallout from the Royal Rumble.
Yes, we are.
And some more storylines thickened up on AEW Dynamite.
AEW was really the go-to this week, I thought.
Yeah, it really was. Raw right after the Rumble. I mean, we got... Which I thought it was odd that we got both challenges. Of course, we kind of knew Cody Rhodes. That was obvious,
everybody kind of knew that from when he entered back into the WWE.
You know, generally they kind of, a lot of times will make you kind of, which title are they going to challenge for? But they laid it all out right after Raw, or right after the Rumble on Raw.
Cody's was pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows where he's going. He made it clear though what he wanted when he came back, and I think.
Well, he wants what we all want.
Yeah.
He wants that WWE Championship belt and wants that Winged Eagle back.
Yeah. That's right. You did say that they were going to bring back the Winged Eagle.
That's what Cody wants, and I would love to see the Winged Eagle belt.
You know, that's been one of my biggest complaints with, just it's not a big complaint. It's a smaller complaint. I don't like their titles.
It's the titles, they used to be, I mean, intricate, and yes, it's got a lot of jewels on it, and I mean, it's flashy. But
of course, that's what a champion's belt's supposed to be looking like,
Where's the gold?
Yeah,
you don't see it. You don't see it. You're supposed to see it gold, and I mean that's where the logo, our logo came from was going off how they always used to have a winged eagle on, or some type of wing.
And wrestlers used to always say, "I'm going for the gold. I'm going," what is it, silver? But anyways, I hope they bring back the old title. Yeah, I wish those title rumors were true, but no.
And then we got Rhea challenging Charlotte, which that's a lot of people talk about. Don't see enough long-term storytelling. That kind of, I mean, they've had that match before where Charlotte took the NXT belt off of her, by winning the Rumble. So. That's kind of...
I can't wait for that.
I'm excited for that.
I hope Rhea gets it. I really do.
Yeah.
She deserves it. She 100% deserves it.
Yeah, I'm ready to see a belt on Rhea.
But,
again, yes.
I mean, interrupt. They're saying something about how fans or something talking about how they would like to see it switch to a triple threat at Mania. Her, Charlotte, and Liv. But I really don't think they should. Rhea went through 29 other women. Bell to bell.
Yeah.
She deserves a one-on-one. She deserves a fair shot to get that title.
Absolutely, because she was in there number one. I went all the way to the end. That would kind of be an insult to Rhea to make that a triple threat. I wouldn't want to see that.
That'd be like just throwing a little Liv in there just because it's Liv,
I'm good with her winning that and Liv being the next challenger. I'm fine with that.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
That's that history between Liv and Rhea, anyways.
Not a need for a triple threat there. Let's see what else did we have on Raw? Not eventful.
Yeah, except for Sammy. What was we going to talk about? Sammy and Kevin.
Yeah, well, we got to finally see some of that off of SmackDown.
Oh yeah, SmackDown.
That was SmackDown.
My apologies.
Yeah, I mean, again, there was not a lot of big things happening this week.
Yeah.
SmackDown, we had Jey Uso still MIA.
Yeah, they said he deserves the Oscar this year for the roles he's played ever since being main event Jay.
So now we all are left wondering. So at least we've got something that's keeping us thinking, like, where does Jay stand? Is he still bloodline?
I believe he is.
Is he full on Sammy? I think he's bloodline.
I do too, because
I think he's put himself. My opinion. I think he's put himself into exile because
he feels it's his fault.
This falls into is his failure.
Because hell, he just saved him at the trial.
If it hadn't been for him, Sammy would have took the Samoan Spike last Raw.
Yep, and we wouldn't be dealing with this.
It would not be a conversation. So, I think that's what it is. They played it good though. I liked the way they did, and then, of course, we had Sammy show up at the end when Roman comes out and says he wants to talk about Cody, but that's the crowd's chanting Sammy, and that's what he's got to address instead of addressing Cody as Sammy. So, and then Sammy does what Kevin's been doing for the past month and shows up out of the crowd, hits Roman with a stunner. But like we've seen in the past, just because Roman sent them to catering or the bus to go eat,
Oh yeah, come on.
does not mean that's where they went.
The bloodline is always close by.
And they did not. And I thought maybe when they start this beating, maybe Jay shows back up, but he didn't. He didn't.
They're going to keep it under hush.
I like the fact they're keeping that under wraps. I like to keep thinking. It gives us something to talk about. What's going on? What are we going to see?
Gets the imagination rolling.
What's Jay going to do?
Yeah.
In tag team on SmackDown, we saw Imperium lose the last of the tag tournament. So now it's Ricochet and Braun Strowman. I don't know. Are they? I guess they're the number one contenders for both belts.
It seems as if they're doing a lot of different title things.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. I don't know if that's going to be for both belts or just one.
The Chamber for the U.S. title, and
that's pretty exciting.
All this elimination challenger stuff going on, but we'll get to that in a couple of minutes.
A lot of stuff there. But so yeah, I don't know. I don't know what belts they're going to go with. I know they're talking about Sammy and Kevin taking belts off of the Usos. Well, I've got some tag team opinions coming up here shortly, so I'll hold that for that, and we'll skip past the rest of WWE. Let's look at what happened on Dynamite. Yeah, I'll try to contain myself.
Yeah,
not happy.
Yeah.
So
we're starting. You're just going straight. You're just pulling the Band-Aid right off, right?
I'm holding that. I'm gonna hold it.
All right. I thought you was ripping the Band-Aid clean off and going straight to the killer here.
So we had the opening match though. Mox and
All Out, man.
Hangman.
All Out,
man. They tore it up.
Yeah.
That was pretty. I've had trouble with Hangman the past year or so. His stuff just hasn't been exciting.
Right. Not like it was when I was watching him a couple years ago. You're right about that.
And I like Hangman. I've got the cowboy shit shirt.
Yeah.
I've got it. So I'm a Hangman Adam Page fan. I do like Hangman Adam Page. I just don't know what happened when he became champion. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it was boring, and that disappointed me because I really like Hangman.
It always seems like that's, well, except for probably Moxley in there, but it seems like everywhere else somebody gets that title on them, it's slow down mode.
Yeah.
They feel like they don't have to perform like they used to. I remember seeing them go all out, but man, this match, I loved it. I loved it.
It was a good match.
Had to keep rewinding it and watching those certain parts, but from bell to bell, good.
Oh yeah,
and Moxley got him fair and square.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There should be no coming out this week and saying it was not a clean victory or he only won because of this. No, there was.
I believe it's going to lead to something else.
It was decisive
between those two, maybe those four people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm interested.
Man.
I'm interested. I don't know what's going on. It seems like AEW is winding something up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Something's getting ready to let loose.
If you sit there and watch them, it's always, or Moxley's talking. I mean, Hangman's talking about John. It's always like a talking concern. And Dennis, I'm gonna kick your ass. And well, is he okay? Is he really okay? Well, I'm gonna beat your head in.
Yeah. And then let's see what we had. Bryan Danielson and Timothy Thatcher.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be 100% honest right now. That's the first time I've ever seen that guy.
Yeah, I've never seen him wrestle before,
and I liked what I saw.
Oh yeah,
he is. Yeah, but he loves them European uppercuts.
Yes,
like Claudio.
Yes,
yeah,
and his submission skills. I to see somebody that close in their submission skills with Bryan Danielson, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I won't say as good, but he's pretty close.
Yeah, but them catch wrestlers, that's the way they are. That's what they do. You get Bryan Danielson. I mean, anybody should be, he's one of the best right now. Bryan Danielson. In-ring performers.
Absolutely.
When you're going through catch wrestling stuff, or they're rolling around doing different kind of moves and stuff like that. So I liked him. He beat the hell out of Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, he did.
And he loved it, too. He was smiling and grinning and screaming.
He took him to the limit there.
Yeah, he reminds me of an old school wrestler, even down to his boots, dude, with the socks sticking out. Hey, man.
No knee pads, none of the pads.
Same way Gunther is, man.
Yeah.
He's old school wrestling, and this stature, he brung it. But apparently he was what? Oh, he was with WWE and NXT. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then MJF had to come out and I guess he was going to use the Dynamite Diamond Ring on Danielson, but Takeshita.
Yeah.
Takeshita came out. I'm becoming a fan of this guy. He's I kind of read up on him a little bit. He was rookie or like lost rookie of the year by a hair while he was right out of high school or still in high school.
Wow.
That's wild.
Well, them Japanese wrestlers, they're able to start young over there.
Yeah.
They really are.
But yeah, watching his ring style, it's really good. I'm impressed. I'm excited to see him take on MJF this week.
I'm just excited to see MJF wrestle before March. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it seemed like he's on one of those part-time schedules. I
feel like I've said, one of the things I always loved about AEW, and I've talked to you about, is you're always going to see the champ. Like you'll at least, maybe not every night, every show, but at least he'll fight once or twice a month. But hope they don't go into like the Roman phase where you only see him at money-worthy PLEs and money-worthy opponents.
I don't like the part-time schedule. That was my biggest issue.
Back in the day, you didn't have that shit.
When they continue putting the belt on Brock Lesnar. Like,
where's he at? He's
signed the contract. In the contract, part-time.
Yeah.
And love watching Brock. Brock's matches are intense. I like it.
Beast, man.
But putting a belt on this guy and him never being there, I do not like having my champion where I don't get to see him.
And see, that's one of the big differences between now and back in the day. You would always see when Macho was the champion. Yeah. He'd come out, he'd fight. Hey, everybody.
Austin, The Rock, they were the champ. They come out every week. I mean, they may not fight, but they come out every week talking shit. Somebody's going to catch a stunner or rock bottom.
Or a sharpshooter or something,
Oh, Bret Hart. If they had that belt, you saw them every week. And I think Brock is the one that changed that mold. He broke that mold.
Yeah.
Because they gave him the belt, and he's a great champion. Can't deny it, but...
Now, when he was younger and he was champion, you would see him a lot more.
Now,
like before he went to UFC and everything else, he'd be out there tossing Big Show around, and
that was in Ruthless Aggression era WWE, where we still saw the champions every week. Then I don't know what era we call.
Yeah, what?
I don't know what era we're in now.
They call it the PG era, don't they? I think they say it's the PG area.
That's sad.
Era.
But
no blood, no cutting, no, over the top type stuff,
Yeah. But then my other standout besides Takeshita this week for me, I'm gonna go here before I get into the other thing because I'm gonna get heated.
Yeah.
Brian Pillman Jr. When he hit, when that hit and he come out as Flying Brian, I was like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah.
And he's got the skills. I loved his dad, Brian Pillman.
Fuck yeah.
It's amazing.
Come on, man.
The loose cannon.
Come on.
And watching the Dark Side of the Ring episode about him and understanding what he did when he created that and the way it was meant to make it like he used WCW and that gimmick when they gave him permission. He used it to build himself.
Yeah.
He made himself marketable and ended up getting the WWE contract, which really wasn't the goal to begin with.
No.
But, man, I always enjoyed Brian Pillman. His feud with Stone Cold was awesome, even though it got some people heated over the one segment where Austin broke in and we had the pew pew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was always enjoyed Brian Pillman coming out with the cane after his ankle was broke. One of the first people I ever saw get an ankle put in a chair.
Yeah. Man, I just miss those days of wrestling.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
But I enjoyed seeing Brian Pillman Jr. come out using the Flying Brian gimmick, and I like that. I hope to see more of him doing that, and I'd love to see him get a decent push. Maybe not necessarily for heavyweight title. I don't think he's there yet, but maybe the
what were they? The Hollywood Blondes?
Hollywood Blondes.
Stone
Brian
Cold
Pillman
with blonde hair. Oh God! Oh, those are so funny.
What was it? Stunning Steve Austin.
Stunning Steve, yeah. Stunning
yeah.
Steve.
But I could see Brian Pillman Jr. having the the Mid Atlantic that Orange Cassidy's got.
Oh, really?
Now, I don't see him taking it from Cassidy.
Oh, okay.
But I can see
Okay.
him having a run with that belt.
Yeah. But what he needs is the right people.
Yeah.
He needs to get aligned with the right people.
Yeah.
Because we and you were just talking about this 2 days ago. His mannerisms, the way he takes off, the way he does everything. Just get aligned with the right people and get yourself there. A lot of wrestlers say they don't stop, dude. If they want to make it to the top, they're pressuring. Hey, start pressuring because he's got some skills in the ring. He really does. Okay.
But okay, so the main event on Dynamite was Darby Allin versus Samoa Joe for the TNT title.
Let me just before you get started, okay? This was one of the. I'm just gonna say, I Darby, man, he beat the hell out of Darby.
He threw him all over the place.
I mean, when he picked him up out of that ring and threw him out the ring like a damn rag doll, when he had Joe in the corner, just picked him up and just tossed him. It was like, what the hell is going on here, dude?
No doubt about it. It was a violent match.
Yeah.
That is Darby's style, though. That is Darby thrives in them matches.
Yeah.
And him coming out in a hoodie covered in thumbtacks.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Was awesome. Unfortunately, when it got taken off, it got tangled, so he couldn't do the coffin drop in it like he planned.
Yeah.
But such a cool idea. I love Darby Allin. He lost that title to Joe, and I really wanted to see another long TNT title run with that. Man,
that was a hell of a match, though, man. I mean, it went all over the damn arena.
Oh yeah, and then he cuts the straps and reveals yanks the two pads, over half of the pads from the ring, yanks them off, and it's just wood.
Yeah,
and then thought for sure this is where he's gonna hit the coffin drop on Joe on the wood. Of course. And I saw it coming. The commentators were saying, the last person that did this, it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for Darby. He took a muscle buster. Muscle buster.
What a say that
tongue twister. Took a muscle buster on the wood.
Yeah.
Which was impressive. Darby, he got thrown around like a rag doll, but he kept coming. There ain't no stopping Darby Allin.
When he threw him, when he was outside, and he hit those steel steps, and he flipped into the audience and landed on his feet and kept... There it is right there, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
And the missus, she was like, oh my God, he literally looked like he walked on air when he did that. But that was her favorite too. But give Joe to be, man, he's a big boy, and he still get down and move.
He can.
I felt bad because I was talking shit about him about maybe 2 months ago, saying, man, Joe looks out of shape. He can't even go 5-6 minutes in the ring. And blah 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 blah. But hey,
he's shaking off
right
that
there.
ring rust.
When he put them in them chairs right there.
Oh, the back across the chairs like that was brutal.
Yeah, but apparently they're saying there it is, the muscle. They're saying that they want that Darby dropped it because he's got some movie things going on.
Yeah, he's wanting some time off. But man, Darby's of the what I would consider the AEW originals. Darby, I've been a fan from day one. From the first.
Took me a while to get into him.
First time I watched, I was like, man, this dude's crazy.
Oh yeah, when I saw was it Jeff Hardy's last match? There, he fought Darby, right? Was that hard? I believe it was.
It may have been.
Yeah, because that was like I guess that was kind of a meeting of the two,
Yeah, because they had there was a lot going on with Jeff and Darby and Sting, and kind of a Jeff and Sting kind of.
Maybe it took me a while to get into this Darby thing because of Sting,
Yeah.
Because I like Sting. Do not, people listening to this, don't, I like Sting. I just couldn't, for some reason, get behind that whole Crow gimmick. I liked him back in the day when he was talking about how he was blonde hair and he had the different face paint. He was just jacked dude,
Love
man.
That.
And then, I don't know. He's still a good wrestler, everybody. He's still a good performer. I just couldn't get behind that gimmick for some reason. He's held it, though, for what? A long time.
Yeah,
long time, over 20 years.
The original Crow gimmick, he's changed it somewhat.
Altered it here and there with little tweaks.
It's been altered. Now it's less Crow gimmick and more just Sting as Sting, not necessarily the blonde Sting, which was always so cool.
Yeah.
And then in TNA, he came back. It was all red and black, and then he did. That was the worst thing I think he ever did was the Joker.
Yeah.
His face paint was all.
Only person to pull that off is old Jeff Hardy. He comes up with the coolest day. And he does it all himself too.
Good stuff. Yeah.
He does it all himself. But I just give it up to Darby, man. It was impressive.
Yeah.
For him to be, because he literally got tossed around like a rag doll. Like, just take a teddy bear. Hey, just throw it around the gym. That's what Joe did to him.
Yep.
All right.
So Rampage, I think the
man, oh man, everybody knows. I'm just going to let everybody know if they did not know. Kenny Omega is hands down my favorite wrestler, my favorite performer. And I'm going to just say something else, too. This is what I like about AEW. They start every show off with a bang.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dynamite, Moxley Page, Rampage, Trios champion, Kenny Omega and the Elite. Oh, God. Such a match, dude.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy. And I don't know if I can get behind this Ethan Page little gimmick, but but it was funny though, because every time Matt Hardy tried to do something, Ethan Page would tag himself in and he'd do Matt Hardy's moves. Oh, Matt's getting stiff, man.
Yeah, but I know he's hanging on for that one last run for him and Jeff to have them belts. I hope Jeff can get himself out of trouble and they can do it. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not.
Yeah. Man, it was all good. It was a hell of a match. Yeah. It was a hell of a match. But anytime you get those three, you're gonna have a hell of a match, of course.
Yeah,
but that led up
Kenny's had a couple good matches in his career.
Uncomfortable stare. But that leads to next week, which is going to be good because it's going to be Top Flight with AR
Fox. Yeah.
Top Flight's had their number, man.
Oh man.
They beat, but they will have Kenny this time, and it's I just can't wait. I can't wait. Everything AEW is good. We'll finally get to see, what is it? Is that Wednesday? So then we'll see MJF against Takeshita.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see MJF and Takeshita.
So they're
I'm good at saying that name.
We're going to jump to, what was it? Oh, it was the Renegade Twins. I think I talked to them maybe about a month ago. Not on here, but they fought Saraya and Tony Storm.
Yeah.
And, now they're going through this whole thing with, Saraya and is done. But now, as I was going to say, everybody's saying they're trying to copycat the NWO. Because once Saraya and Tony beat these twins, which are good, by the way, they're really good wrestlers.
They're really good.
They spray painted them. They lifted up their shirts and spray painted L's on them for losers. So, yeah, that was it's pretty interesting. The women just
they have outperformed every step of the way. Every time you put a camera on them.
I mean, they outperform the men a lot of times on all these shows, and it's proven. I mean, these women get down, son. So you was there it is, yeah. We got the Elite versus Top Flight, so that's what I was just reading about. See how that's going to be. But they was talking about before the match how good it would be if they caught an NFT of Kenny Omega, One Winged Angel, and Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
He was like, "We could get that as an NFT," and it was so good. In front of Matt Hardy's looking at him like, "Damn, dude, you know, you okay?" He was like, "Kenny said, I just want to get one Winged Angel on you." Man, it was. But we got. God, what else had happened that night?
Rampage. I mean,
I'm having a brain freeze right now. I forget what had happened.
I mean, they didn't have any major things go on, but I mean, we had. I know the matches were good. We had Roosh and Christopher Daniels.
Yeah. The Fallen Angel.
That's where we had Swerve Strickland versus Brian Pillman Jr. was Rampage.
Yeah. Look, I'm not digging this Swerve Strickland. I'm not digging this. I'm not trying. I don't want to try to get behind this gimmick, what they're doing.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it would be different if he had somebody credible with him. But
yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Wasn't what I'm supposed to be the next Brock Lesnar? That Bordeaux?
Yeah, that Parker Boudreaux. Yeah, they said he was going to be the next Brock Lesnar.
Dude, he didn't even impress me when he grabbed Pillman's legs and swept him out onto the mat. He couldn't even do that right.
No.
And then we got this other guy with face tattoos, and they're so big together. It's a horrible sight.
It is. It really is. I don't understand it because Swerve Strickland. I like Swerve Strickland.
Yes.
Yes. This dude. I'm a Swerve Strickland fan, but I am not a fan of Mogul Affiliates.
Mogul Affiliates. Yep, Mogul Affiliates. And I'm just like, what are they trying to do here? And then every once in a while, he has a rapper come out with them. And
I just don't. I don't understand where we're headed with that. Of course, now and then he's. I guess he's setting up to have some type of small feud with Dustin.
Yeah, woo! What a thing that's going to be.
I'm not interested. I love Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah,
I've been a fan for years. I thought I enjoyed the Gold Dust gimmick.
I did too.
Which is so weird.
I know. Why is that?
Why
did we enjoy it so much?
I don't know. It probably says a lot about it. We don't need to get into talking to a professional about that. I don't know.
I don't see it going anywhere. I don't see it even being worth the time or the effort.
No.
I think Dustin needs to just go do what everybody wants him to do. Go to the NWA, finish out his career with that title.
Yeah, I'd like to see that
and call it. You know, it's no reason to put him in there. See Dustin get possibly a center block broke on him or his chest jumped in. I mean, Swerve, he's just an AEW fan, but I don't see it going nowhere. I think it's going to be a waste of airtime, and when they could really just push someone else.
So I've got a bad feeling because almost all of Dustin's feuds in AEW tend to end in a strap match.
Yeah.
Or some type of gimmick match that involves the strap.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm all for the strap match. But this feud is nothing. I'm not behind it at all.
No, me either.
Now we skipped over a tag team match from Dynamite. The Acclaimed.
Oh yeah, we did.
They and I do apologize for not remembering the name of the team. That job to them.
No,
but,
yeah, who was that?
I had it.
I thought it was the guns in like a gimmick.
No.
I couldn't even see it. That's why. But while you're doing that, I'll talk about it. So was you about to bring up the guns in the Acclaimed next week?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think anybody who's watched wrestling for maybe the last 15 years plus should know who their father is, and the Acclaimed should not get too comfortable, because if he's got a chance to put those straps on his boys, yeah, you don't think he's not going to take it?
Oh yeah.
I could have swore they had like see, that's what happens when they're jobbing. If you look at their main card right there, it just shows them, because I was about to say that about Soraya.
Action.
Yeah, because
if I get all the way down to the bottom and it'll tell me, maybe.
It just said Soraya and Toni Storm in tag team matchups. They, God, Boy, I think they beat that one girl. They kept the one girl in the ring forever. I mean, forever, the one twin, and they just did her so dirty. That was horrible. But they held it up, though.
Okay,
Right.
so unnamed enhancement opponents. Maybe they said
What?
the name in the match and I missed it, and
Well-
I do apologize to those wrestlers for not knowing their names.
Well, even here, it says the result, the Acclaim defeats the unnamed competitors. And that's on their website.
These poor guys. I feel bad.
I mean, talk about being a jobber. Hey, you don't even give your names out.
Man, that's not cool.
No,
to be
no.
quite honest. So, but anyways, what I'm
Yeah,
getting
go ahead,
at.
go ahead, bro.
So they make quick work, and the guns come out,
Yeah.
and I mentioned this to you the next day. So when they came out, and I haven't paid attention to their entrance, I liked their entrance music.
The guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good entrance music. But man, they got kind of dark with old Daddy Ass.
Yeah.
He kind of he said, Billy got mad and throws the mic and walks out, and he said, go ahead, walk out on us just like you did when we were kids, and go bury your head in a bottle of pills.
Dude, I
That's-
just said, if you've watched wrestling for 15 plus years, you know who their daddy is.
Oh yeah.
And the Acclaimed, they just don't know.
No.
They don't know.
That was, I mean, that was pretty. That was a pretty deep jab to their daddy there, and but he got back in there, and it was a good. I enjoyed seeing Billy jump back in the ring and tell which was it, Austin?
Yeah.
Because Austin tried to look away. He didn't want to look Billy straight in the eye. Billy forehead to forehead. He said, "No, you look at me.
Yeah.
You're gonna look at me when you open this door." That was a good moment. I liked it. I thought it was a good moment. There.
I like the Acclaim's face when Daddy
yeah.
Ass said, you got your match next week. They were like, what?
yeah. They were like, all right, we didn't agree
That's
to
how
this.
I feel like it's about to take a turn.
Yeah. This is gonna take a turn. I'm ready for that. And I'll be honest. They are, and Billy's nailed it. They and I would like to see their characters change a little bit instead of being entitled brats.
Yeah.
But I like Austin and Colton.
Yeah.
I like them. The guns are the guns are good.
That's how their daddy started off.
But,
what was him and their uncle? As the guns?
Yeah.
What were they called back in the... they come out as cowboys. It was Billy Gunn and somebody else. I don't know if that was their uncle or what.
Was it Bart Gunn?
I don't know.
Well, they did. Oh wow,
Yeah, I'll look it up.
brain's having a moment on that one.
I know.
But that talking about tag team wrestling, so we was discussing like the possibility of Sammy and Kevin becoming tag champions.
Yeah.
So you're putting so you've got two who have been teamed before, but
Yeah.
they don't have a team name. They don't dress alike.
I
I'm
mentioned that last week.
staring at the Facebook post from earlier where we've got Sammy and El Generico.
Yeah. And real quick, that was Bart Gunn.
Bart, okay.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
were
I was-
the Smoking Guns,
Smoking Guns.
Long Riders, and Sonny and her Guns.
Yeah, I thought Smoking Guns is what I knew them best as. I
Sonny.
had the brain kind of left me there. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
They were good. They had the
Oh,
titles
yeah.
3 times.
Oh yeah, and then Billy went on and teamed with the Road Dogg.
Yeah, man.
Oh
Ouch.
man,
You
the
can't.
New Age Outlaws.
Yes, sir.
Good
Yes, sir.
stuff.
Man. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I used to love it watching them come out, man. It was awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, we talk about not liking teams that are two singles characters put together.
Yeah.
Singles. I being the huge Legion of Doom Road Warriors fan,
Of course.
that's when I'm looking at tag team wrestling. That's what I'm looking at. Road Warriors. And boy, we have seen the Road Warriors ripped off a few times
Of course.
through the
man. Come
years,
on, man.
but who's
Yeah.
not going to?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, I can't think of another team that I would consider better than the Road Warriors.
Hey,
Love the Road
yeah,
Warriors.
but back in those days, no. Hey, nobody could compete with them, and that was an era. You had Strike Force, you had Tito Santana, Rick Martel.
Oh, yeah.
You actually had the Rockers with Shawn Michaels, Marginetti. You had the Islanders. You had some good tag teams back then, and that's why I was saying I love seeing them where they actually look like a tag team.
And you got we've had so many tag teams. Steiner Brothers.
I
man.
love them. I love them.
Steiner Brothers.
Yeah. I liked old Rick Steiner, man.
Loved it. They come out. They had the wrestling singlets when they wrestled together.
The college jackets on.
Yes.
I liked him.
Steiner Brothers. Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
Harlem Heat was always good.
You had what was it? Axe and Smash.
Demolition.
Demolition.
You got Bushwhackers. You had
The Killer Bees. Can't forget about those guys.
what?
They literally wore bumblebee looked like bee outfits when they come out. The Mounties.
The Mounties. Oh man. The Headbangers, Mosh and Thrasher.
Yeah.
Love the Headbangers.
God.
I don't know how somebody gonna come into the ring wrestling with a chain attaching their nose ring to their ear ring. You're just begging for trouble.
Yeah.
Begging.
Oh God, the Bushwhackers. I can't believe you said that name. They were a good one though.
The Bushwhackers was some good stuff.
Yeah. I don't think they ever held any goals, did they?
Not 100% on that.
I don't think so. I think they were just that really cool tag team that kids loved. And they know they could sell some merch from them.
It was a fun team.
Yeah.
And let's see, we had, of course, you had the Hardys, you had
Edge and Christian,
Team 3D, or the Dudley Boys.
Yep.
However you want to refer to them.
They were good, man. Those three tag teams went at it during that era. Man. They went at it. The Hardys against the Dudleys and the Edge and Christian. It was like
the origin of the TLC match right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And almost everybody has seen the video of Edge hitting that spear on Jeff Hardy when he's
it's a classic. There. It's a classic move.
That is a moment that will hang around for forever.
Yeah,
really.
Of course it will. I mean, hey, that's when they were just. Wasn't there another one though? There was another tag team. I thought it was like 4 tag teams that were really just butting heads during those days. I know it was the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, Matt and Jeff.
That was the main 3. They were in all the TLC matches together.
Yeah. Oh, they tore the house down, man.
Every time they got in the ring.
But what was you saying? You want to go back to the Sammy Kevin? Do you think that they would be a good? Because you know how WWE is. They say it all looks good right here, but at the end of the day, is can they bring in money? Will the merch sell, or will Sammy go back to that El Generico thing? And you know what I mean?
That's what I'm wondering. Because a lot of the tag team matches you find from Ring of Honor and stuff with Kevin and Sammy, it's Kevin and El Generico with the mask. And I'm not sure.
He was Steen back then, though, wasn't he? He was Kevin Steen.
Kevin Steen.
Yeah.
Kevin
Steen. He went Owens, yeah.
So I think where everything stands right now, I think them two as a team will be over. Of course, the chemistry between the two is second to none. So
yeah, of course, man.
They'll be successful. It's how long can they stay over in WWE?
I think if they do, if that's a big if, the Usos drop it to them per se. Yeah. I don't know if it'll be because I think that recently the tag teams have been splitting up into Raw Tag Team Champions and SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So I believe they could give up one. I believe if they do, they'll give the Raw one up.
Yeah,
because they've held those SmackDown titles way too long.
Yeah, drop them to them. I'm kind of torn. Whether we want to see them split or do we want to see just one set of belts?
I want to see just one set of belts. I think it's so stupid, Josh. I think it's so stupid when you got one brand and you got it's dumb. You got a Raw champion. Man, go back to the way it was. You had one heavyweight champion with one title.
Yep.
Intercontinental with one title. You had one tag team champions with one title. That's so damn dumb. It's like before you know it, they're gonna be walking around belt collector style. You know,
yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm
We
I'm
thought that's what
torn.
they was going to do. Me and you actually talked about that maybe 2 or 3 months ago, how we wished that they would just drop it and combine it all into one title.
Yeah.
The WWE World Heavyweight title. It's simple.
Yeah.
WWE
And,
World Tag Team Champion. Simple. It's
if-
not like they're
if
not on both
they
shows
are-
anyways.
Right. If they're going to run them as two totally separate shows,
Mm-hmm.
I can see having a belt for each.
Yeah.
But you can't have this crossing back and forth thing if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what they created when they had. Of course, they made the bloodline look super strong by doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They went to SmackDown, beat everybody, took the belts.
Yeah.
They went to Raw, beat everybody, took all the belts.
Yep.
And it made for good. I mean, it was good TV. It was good to watch, and I enjoyed it. But it should lead to something. Should it lead to a complete brand split, or should it lead to unification? And let's have that one big gold belt
I think that's what it should
with
be.
the winged eagle on it.
Hey, I think that's what it should be. Yeah. Because it just makes more sense, really. It's like, oh, I want to challenge you for which title you doing? Oh, you want this title or this title? Depends on what show I'm at today.
Yeah, and then
If Roman's the champion, SmackDown could challenge him. Raw should be able to challenge him. Anybody should be able to challenge him.
right? And
You
let's
know?
see what's it called right now? The WWE
The WWE Universal Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. It's like, just say title champion.
I mean,
You know.
heavyweight champion, WWE heavyweight champion. That's what it is. This was what it should be.
Yeah,
I
that's the
mean-
way it always was. You know.
For it to require a full paragraph to explain what champion he is, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and also, and here they come, the WWE Undisputed World Tag Team Champions. It's like, come
Yeah.
on, man, just say the
Yeah.
WWE Tag Team Champions themselves. Let's just keep it simple here. I mean, that's another thing I like about the whole. That's one of the differences with AEW.
Yeah.
It's you got MJF, and I think the women's is kind of crazy how they got the TNT, TBS champion, and then you got the AEW World Champion, Women's Champion. So, I don't know how that plays. I think maybe like to just with Jade Cargill, but we'll talk about her on another day.
And we won't go there yet. But with these tag teams, it's let's see what we said. What now? They got Braun Strowman and Ricochet. That's the next challengers there. See, once again they've done that. So what I remember, I know one team that they have took two random, or I'd say random, but they took two superstars and put them together, and they actually became really great.
Rock and Sock.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Was you really about to say that?
No, I wasn't going to say rock and sock. What is going on in here? The Bar. Sheamus and Cesaro. Rock and sock.
Hey man, that's two totally separate superstars.
It's true. It's true.
And they did do good.
They did do good. They were a good team.
Okay, so hey, don't shoot me for that one, bro. I really thought you was going Rock and Sock Connection. My apologies. Yeah, I really thought you was going there.
Oh boy! Wow! No, the Bar,
Go ahead.
which was an amazing thing to watch when they put that together, because it was Sheamus and Cesaro were beating the hell out of each other constantly. They had was it a best of five matches or
honestly
something?
can't remember.
They had so many matches, and I believe it was William Regal was commissioner or whatever he was at the time. He was the one that said, if I can't get you to quit fighting, I'm just going to make you a team.
Yeah.
And I was like, here we go, putting two guys together just to make a team. Like, where are my tag teams? Where are my Road Warriors? Where are my Steiner brothers? Where are, like, what is going on? But man, give them a month and they had a name.
Yeah.
They were in sync. And the Bar was a good idea, and it worked out great.
I wonder if it's one of those things where you just have so many superstars in one, like under that, under WWE, where you got to find something for someone to make them happy at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, because I'm pretty sure, I mean, Ricochet, I don't know. I'm up and down with him a lot. But Braun, I loved him. But I'm not liking this new Braun.
Yeah.
I'm not digging the new look. I'm not digging the whole. I just wonder if it's like an ego thing where Triple H does that and he's like, okay, we'll put you two as a tag team the way you get more airtime. I wonder if it's like trying to just keep everyone happy at the present moment.
Yeah. I'm about the same way with Braun. I enjoyed Monster Among Men Braun.
Yeah.
But Monster of All Monsters Braun is just, I mean.
He looks like he's in pain when he walks, and it just feels, it's not the same Braun before he left.
No, I don't know what. He lost his momentum and everything. And
I mean, people just overlook probably one of the best tag teams in WWE right now, and that's Viking Raiders. They're good, man.
Viking Raiders are
good.
Are really good. They
I don't know why they're being overlooked or pushed to the side, or maybe they got something bigger planned for them. Because some of these people, these teams, and these superstars know like a year in advance. Of what the rumor may be. You're gonna put it on like what Jake Snake went through with Warrior. How he was ready to do his title run, and then Ultimate was screwed it up. And Vince looked at Jake and said, "Man, you gotta be the most unlucky son of a bitch in the world."
Oh, the Warrior. Yeah, we better not go there.
Yeah. Because you know what? We are going to set an episode for the old classic wrestling, and we're just going to lay it all out. We're just going to lay it all out. We're going to rip that Band-Aid off, and I'm going to let everybody know here.
I'll keep it short.
Hey, I'll keep it short and simple.
The mute button closer.
Hey, I'll keep it short and simple. No cursing or nothing like that. I'll just tell the backstory.
Gonna get us canceled. I already feel it.
Yeah.
Getting that tingling sensation down my spine.
Yeah.
Cancel culture's coming for us next. Wait till that episode hits.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick note, Ring of Honor. They have stated, they let all their talent know that they have been told that taping of a new weekly show will start being filmed at the final weekend of February down in Orlando. So, they're going to start it all off in Florida, just like with the AEW Jacksonville, stuff like that. And we'll kick off the build for Supercard of Honor. Now, do you know anything about that? What is that? Is that like one of their PLEs? The Supercard of Honor?
That's a pay-per-view.
Okay. Because I've never, I'll be 100% honest. I mean, the only time I've really watched Ring of Honor is like late night on a certain channel.
And that's the reason that the Ring of Honor.
Online. I can't really.
The Ring of Honor knowledge I've got is not the greatest because I just haven't had access to it. And I know they've got the Honor Club where I can have another subscription. I would be interested, but dadgum.
That's one of your biggest complaints is that you talk about Ring of Honor, but where can we watch it?
Yeah.
What can we do? It's like you're wasting. I mean, if you like just throwing money away, give me a Ring of Honor contract. You know what I mean?
All right. Right.
Hey, but it's. God, it's such good wrestling. I mean, because I actually started getting into it. I was like, okay, the Pure Champion, what does that mean? You know what I mean? That's
that was really interesting.
I learned a lot from that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I like the rules to it. But come on, give us something. Don't give us 1 a.m. on UPN,
right?
On Channel 30. It's like nobody's gonna stay up and watch that stuff.
No. But that's exciting news. Exciting. Ring of Honor on TV.
Hey,
all for it.
We need it on a Thursday or a Tuesday. That way we got it almost already during the week.
Yes. You follow us on Facebook and we'll as soon as we find out what the channels and times and any of that, we'll pop it on there. We're on the Facebook more than anything at the moment.
Speaking of, we're growing quick, and hey, just like to thank everybody. And like I said, we would give out, a couple little shout outs here. And me and Josh was looking at this one follower that we got. His name's Nick Dennison. But his ring name is Nick Diamond. And he apparently wrestles for PRW and CCW Wrestling. He's got a list of promotions he's wrestling for. And really from what I've seen, Josh, he's good. And he's a cruiserweight champion. And I'm definitely going to look more into him and see what I think. And, like I said, we're going to start talking about these indie wrestlers.
Really cool.
There's
appreciate
a lot
following.
We appreciate everybody following.
Absolutely.
Believe me, we're watching it. We know when you do. We're hoping this thing goes well. And Germany.
Yeah, I was looking at our stats to see where
We'd like to know who you are.
who all's been
Yeah.
listening and everything, and somebody has listened to both episodes so far in Germany.
Both?
Yeah,
Cool, man.
yeah, either both or listen to the first one over again.
Well, we would like to know who you are. You know,
yeah,
and if you are on our Facebook page, let us know. Contact us. We will, we just like to know these things.
Yeah.
We'd like to know that it's pretty cool we're reaching Germany.
It was really cool. Yeah, really cool to see we reached overseas. It's really cool.
really
So
is,
we
man.
appreciate you listening though.
And, there was some other I'll look more into it and I'll get to it next week because I think we're going to try to do something like this every week. Just give like a shout out to a couple of listeners,
Yeah.
There's only more things coming from us here
Oh,
at
yeah.
Gladiator Wrestling. We got a lot of ideas to do, and this is a dream, and the only thing we can do is pursue it. So I like it, and let's everybody just keep on watching their shows, and we're always welcome to any comments, disagreements.
Yeah, hit us up on Facebook, messages, comment on a post, whatever. Let us know what you'd like us to hear. If you got a topic or a local wrestling,
Of course, we'll take ideas anytime.
local wrestling promotion you'd like us to check out or talk about, let us know. Anything.
Yeah.
If it's got to do with wrestling, we're all over
We're
it.
all about it, man. We got big things in mind to do, and then it's going to be wild. I can't wait to see. Let's just say I can't wait to see what the next year is going to take us. But I love it. I think we had a good show,
Yep. I think that's gonna wrap us for the week.
and that's a wrap for episode 3. And can't wait to talk to y'all next week. And make sure to always check us in on Facebook and any other platform that you got.